Couture au pari. Let's go.
There's one thing this crowd does well, it's having fun, and that's the most important thing of all. Running that version of themselves on Overpass, and now we'll have to do the impossible and try to win on Nuke.
Quick little peek back offside of Heaven, drop down from Ice. If you're gonna actually make this series anywhere competitive, you better get some CT rounds here. The analyst desk putting Acor's performance under a spotlight. Mentioning that this is his lowest rated map, that for the Legion he is not there. And that draws one piece of their winning recipe off of the table. It feels to me like that's more pressure on him. He's able to send this back with the dual Berettas. The wind, and he finds himself a third. He has single-handedly ripped Vitality apart inside of this pistol, and he's done it with those dualies. Strikes them down from above, and now we've got ZywOo in the clutch versus Acor. Op v op. Slowly, he gets closer. Slowly, the clash sets. Peaks are there, and it is Acor that will give GamerLegion exactly what they need. 3 for 3, folks. Every single pistol in this series.
But don't get excited because they haven't won a conversion yet. Pistol is a great start, but the instant collapse out of GamerLegion on both sides of Overpass. And they normally have trouble on the pistols, not the Anticos, not the rifle rounds. Nuke will only be a bit harder. So Vitality, arguably the best Nuke team in the world at the moment, sitting on an 8-map streak, taking down G2, big twice, end phase. They would be one of the teams to make rounds like this possible, but with no bomb plant, no investment. So we'll see how many GamerLegion can keep alive. Maybe how many the teams can put away.
No Kevlar, no util. It's really the bare bones Vitality. A fine moment for Ima to shine. Finally, he posts up a negative map on this entire major. He
It seemed impossible.
So consistent.
It seemed impossible. Now we know that he's human.
For this series to have started, and for ZywOo to not have been the highest rated player at the event seems impossible.
Yeah.
And if you had told me it was Spinks, then I would say, all right, then the formula all came together. Stars. Second LAN in 2023 from the Romanian, who has just put into the spotlight. GamerLegion will do what they couldn't on Overpass and convert with the pistol. They need this.
And ZywOo has been doubted in playoffs, of course. Hasn't had that many opportunities. 3 finals since he became a rookie in 2019. And across all the biggest tournaments, and only tournament wins that Vitality have, it's been ZywOo. ZywOo and ZywOo again to win the MVPs. I believe they allowed Spinks to raise that trophy at Pro League, but ZywOo still the MVP.
The Humble King. Smoking a flash and a full exit. Crank that dial. Backside spray. Push. Ima tries to throw himself into it, as does that flank from Lobby, and neither will succeed. Leaves Shuhei down beneath.
It's a massive confidence play out of Vitality, and that's part of the playbook that GamerLegion can't go to. You know, when we talk about these teams and how good they are, we've seen such fantastic maps out of them. But of course, it doesn't run that deep. We saw Apex have problems in the veto, not being able to play Ancient. GamerLegion having to face Nuke, also trouble for them. Maybe if they knew they'd be in a major final, they would have worked even harder. But honestly, these teams that have been grinding on the down low in the tier 2, I don't even know how they work so hard in the first place. Maximizing their time at home to build up for an explosive moment like this. A massive opportunity.
The biggest of their lives.
To deny Vitality in Paris. I love the call. They flex the upper hit early on in the half. If they really are this good on the top teams and they have it, why shouldn't they use it on GamerLegion? They should not be well versed enough to stop this. They might have had to cram for this test, squeeze in as much nuke practice as they possibly could, because, as was brought up on the desk, they have done a great job of avoiding vetoes that end themselves here. But now they got to face the music, and it's the Vitality fans singing.
Ema gargoyling on the top of this ramp has gone unchecked. A beautiful moment. 5-7 snaps. From the corner and a third with just the sidearm.
There he is. Aim high, me high. Says never ever. Shoot below the neck.
Bout time on top of that. Welcome to the series. Welcome to the grand finals. With the least of all the weapons. He pulls off 4. Ooh, GamerLegion needed something like that. He's spoken with so much confidence about his ability to even play at this level. Ema has exuded that confidence. And there are many players who can talk a big game.
Everyone likes to talk.
There are fewer. See you later, Apex.
When he first walked out on stage, it sounded like booing. But now we know that he has fans. He's earned them here in the arena. He's earned them internationally. And I talked to some Heroic fans that are now GamerLegion fans. That transference of power, it was earned. They should be respected for that victory. There was nothing lucky about it. And it came off the back of one of the most unbelievable rifle performances that we've seen out of Ema. A 1.40 rating on top of Heroic. Turned him into light work.
With the peak denied. Not the best hardware here for Vitality, but given that chance, we just talked about his confidence, for him to run up into lobby, for him to take that fight to Vitality, and for him to falter on it, has suddenly put this consistent streak of round wins into question. Apex presence shown from Secret. Will continue on down, and Isaac will shut him off, not allowing him to join his teammates with said bomb inside the site with the plant there too. It is only 2 left for GamerLegion, and both would hope to live, but Spinks has other ideas. Shuts off the lobby exit. Acor, you may hide. You may run for the hills. But it is Vitality hot on your heels as this game goes 3-2.
Yeah, so even though Vitality here, still only 2 rounds, both full rifles, and made them look like very confident wins. They won on multiple fronts. It was a cute in-between play out of Isaac, but outside of that, full control of the situation here on T-side. And Acor can't even find a little extra gift at the end of the round, and now his life is maybe in jeopardy, though. Couldn't ask for a better save location. But he'll survive it. The M4 grandfathered forward into a round with no other guns. Will we be welcomed into the Acor arena finally here on Nuke? They've tried to set him up before as the one gun. But Acor can be timid. Acor very low on opening attempts. Every reason in the world to go for it in this situation. And no expectation to win, that's the other thing. Let's see if Shuhei sets him up.
Acor quick trade. Love the aggression. Love the fact that he's not shying away. You just alluded to it. The possibility of him falling silent. But Apex will survive that pistol point blank.
Yeah, that could have been a mistake.
But as they fall more pressure, Acor will get shut down as Magisk just giving cover to the other side. Emo with the Zeus and a dink off the pistol. But a rapid response from Vitality to tie this game at 3 apiece.
I like that we got some ferocity out of Ema. If anything, you know, if things really go that far south, you still, based on how well he's played to this point, even again versus the number 2 ranked team, maybe the favorite to win this, he had no struggles. We He's someone who's shown that he can punch upwards. And it certainly feels like we're going to be talking about this player for a long time. His stock could not be higher right now. But that doesn't shy his focus. There's only one objective here tonight.
Ooh, got him.
Will help him out.
Shuhei over top of the smoke finds Apex. Weapons make a world of difference for GamerLegion. And insurance policies already in place. Do Vitality dare to drop down to that B site? Will ZywOo have to double back, check flank? The possibility that GamerLegion are right behind them seem clear. Isaac needs to be the pillar of this hold. His help in Shuhei split between two spots, responsibility shared. And the longer Vitality wait,
oh, it's an early push.
the more aggressive GamerLegion backs turned. Nobody there. Watch it. 2 easy kills out of Kios. And ZywOo falls victim to the MP9. Ema sits in position and continues this strong start, if only just one. A critical frag shut down ZywOo fast.
Absolutely. The demon from below here in the vents to catch them on their fall off. Acor, a specialist, a surgeon in those moments. Shots like that is exactly what he was made to lock down. And so now GamerLegion win a very solid rifle. It's a slightly mixed buy with the MP9, but a huge confidence victory overall. Good wins from Vitality so far, but not dominance numerically in this half. Not like we saw in Overpass.
Love the fact that CT press out from ramp did catch them off guard. Just goes to prove GamerLegion not afraid in these moments. The fire at the feet of Isaac makes it uncomfortable. Support up above. More of it coming in from main, but here comes Vitality's onslaught. It's an attempt, and it's a near double. Dupree can't get that heaven kill, and Shuhei, he'll use the chance to claw it back. Dupree from open fighting! The Eternal strikes down 3. And the smoke draws it back. ZywOo drop bomb down with it. Acor, where is he? And Apex can't manage it. It falls on Dupree. No ace, no 4K. Shuhei saves them.
It's all Emma, 16 and 5. Walking off their rotation point down to the lower side. Everybody loves to go there when things go south upstairs. Emo with a massive play, Shuhei with a flash in, and that helps a ton too. 3 could have died in heaven just to Dupree. But even with those entries, no round 1, and the game isn't finished. GamerLegion started 0-2 in challengers to make it to this point. That's by winning maps they weren't supposed to.
Ooh, but meet Spinks as Acor catches Dupree yet again. 2-0 in that duel from top silo to back blue. But even a little presence shown starts to draw a single A player back. Assistance needed for the Opper. In the face of what is just pistols. Acor scours the top side again. Apex sure to keep his head down for as long as possible. And any kind of support or distraction that he can offer, a Deagle taken in the place of the P250 just set up ZywOo. However, Acor makes sure that there is no funny business outside, and so the only thing left here for Vitality is to move elsewhere. Into the hands of Shuhei, they will peek. Nice little scrambled attempt. It does get one behind box, and it flusters Shuhei down into the B site. A little to work with.
Oh, the timing is so good where they test the approach and now slink it down.
But Launders, we already have a player back.
This is an excellent rotation out of Shuhei. He takes a risk in getting all the way back site, but doesn't get spotted.
Ooh, not without taking 2. Yeah, Sphinx covered in the blood of Magus. And Apex splattered right there with him. It is GamerLegion to 6.
And you know what, Shuhei, if anything, when we saw him on Overpass, he didn't have the most unbelievable scoreline, but he was getting kills that made it look like he wasn't nervous. And now he's got a friend. He's finally got Emma back as a second core rifler on this team. No, Acor doing his part outside, still somewhat untested when there's often play. Right will come in on this round. And we'll really get a chance to see how ready he is for Vitality's nuke.
And you'll get a chance from Apex with support right behind him. On both ends of this, Acor's pinched. Can sometimes be dangerous. Zaiwu and Apex take headshots.
Both pop like souffles.
As Shuhei falls down, he doesn't even hit the ground, but dies midair. And leaves a door ajar for Vitality to get right back into this T side to get that lead down to only 2.
They know Spinks has unlimited patience, but reading the map is going to be equally difficult for both sides. This is when it becomes a matter of timing. Vitality have an edge though. Man up and the ability to pick one choke point to try to attack. If they read it correctly, GamerLegion won't even have a chance to retake. A solid enough hold and maybe we get a 1v1 in the end. The time burns down and decisions must be made.
30 on the clock. An unknown path into either bomb site. Defenders could be around any single corner. Any position could be preoccupied. And we see Vitality just call it right. They walk right in.
That was such a perfect position to hold as well for the upstairs hit. Late Squeaky is such a common maneuver. Kios tries to get ahead of it, but now they know.
And with so much free space, Spinks is able to slip back into a position that would have cut off Isaac had he gone for his first possible route, but instead he takes the high ground. From the top of the tower, he looks to fall down in. Magisk beneath him. A smoke on the paint can open a possibility, but just as quickly as it shows itself, Apex cuts off the other end. GamerLegion were nowhere to be found in this mid-round moment. Dare I say it, scared.
And they let Apex relieve the tension. He's having a great series so far. You've got to give him credit. Another multi-kill out of him. A great mid-round call to get 2 out of Hut, slow through Squeaky, and still have the smoke into main. Could have died to his spam. On that hard line from Big Rush. But they go through with no casualties in the 3v2. Imma, as the important one, gets shut down immediately outside. And it says something that it's Apex with a Galil of all things. Not the easiest gun to win versus Imma. Not in this match.
Beautiful.
Yeah, amazing work. I learned the Golden Hornets, they assembled themselves and then came to Vitality and said, we have that passion. We want to make something happen. And now they've captured the attention of the entire CS world. Seen them at multiple CSGO events. That's really all that you can ask for. When the players are on stage, they're playing for you. They might deliver you the moments that you get excited about, but they wouldn't even try if you weren't there to watch. Remember that.
Back in game. Fast fight set. Acor did just take a quick glimpse through Hut, but didn't see anything for it. Wastes no time. Dupree, he's gonna go in through main. Acor's there to stop it with hear him. It's smoke spam where Spinks prevails. Dude, there are fights everywhere. A battleground across Nuke, a support system for Zaiwu, and a chance for Kios if he wants to press out. This is an adaptation being shown from GamerLegion. Not one, but 2 big greens.
Oh my God.
And that second one could catch them off guard if there is any attempt to move this back, seeing as they have already found out that Acor was inside that box site. In between them, and it's Acor who does push it down. The double block is paying off. Apex tries to reclaim it. He peeks yet again, but that secondary sniper. And Kios, no stranger to struggles on this big stage. This grand finals has not been kind to him, but round 11 of map 2 has his name stamped across it.
A shame they had to turn up after their map pick had been won by Vitality, but it's looking good here on Nuke. I love the call out of Vitality. The fast main split to really put pressure on upstairs. Repurposed from their upstairs hit that was a little bit more simple into ZywOo fanning off when things didn't go right with their opening kill. That's a complicated situation that can stress the communication on the CT side and make even the best teams crumble. That's what Nuke is all about on the T side, and still GamerLegion figured it out. They stayed
Peak. Can he do it again under this pressure? Shot. He'll at least finish off Dupree, and the A1S from Shu draws them in. It's 2.5 kills out of him. A stellar enough defense that leaves Vitality limping elsewhere. Options are theirs. Choices to be made, and the slimmest bit of skin. Ima gets ever closer. He is on high alert. He knows that they are right there. Prime for the popping. An 8th round counting. Ima will continue this tear.
Oh man, so good. And I mean, I love the outpost maneuver here from GamerLegion. To have the rifle push up under the cover of the op on that train line to hold down the left side of the door. That spot is good for both fights, but it sucks when you don't have one or the other covered. Usually it's a smoke or molly, and that can even be run through. But in op, Acor can guarantee to Ima, I have your back. You trust me on this? You're going to have a great fight on your hands. And he puts himself also in position to take over ramp if it ends up being the upstairs site. Smooth moves out of GamerLegion.
Yeah, Acor too. Oh, but ZywOo. Who else?
Oh man, just such a game-changing frag right there into the op upgrade at a minute 30.
However,
they need to do something.
Oh no, Apex now has the angle. Thought to myself, maybe Ima would run that chance. It would have gone shrouded in secrecy as the smoke still remained, but now fully exposed.
Now, this is interesting. Do they call a bluff? I mean, they know Vitality are coming in low on utility. Taking the lower site in this situation can be extremely difficult, even with nades.
What CTs are down here?
But they're frozen in place. I think they
don't buy it. They don't believe it. We're talking about an MP9 at the base of the ramp, and that is it. But a missed chance from Dupree. And an inkling as to what's really going on. Ima's patience pays off. He catches the back of Apex, and Isaac will slaughter Spinks. It is ZywOo, but on the op. This man on this weapon is what strikes fear in the hearts of nearly every single Counter-Strike player across the world. Given a chance to shine, ZywOo twice, but he's gonna have to do everything in this one. Short swung, thirds hit. Oh, but point blank he falters. And every single kill you believed.
Oh, when you close the door, they thought they had a chance to breathe. But it's another shot that comes in, but one missed. Absolutely no help on this round. Lots of shots coming through. With that Deagle killing 2 more. The 3 frags to scare GamerLegion. Vitality trying to put up whatever half that they can at this point. And oof. We're gonna call that a close call. That's absolutely when it gets scary. The rounds that Vitality have won are great, but there's only 4. They've been pulling off the rifle victories, but right now, even though this has been as a team, Apex is their top fragger with 9 frags. Nobody is positive on the T side so far.
No, this is a struggle across the camp.
Meanwhile, can we say we've got vintage Ima?
Yes.
Ima of yesterday.
The man who was meant to take it to Vitality.
Imsane.
The challenger.
Aim high behind is back.
The
on 20.
Deadlift.
Yeah.
Carrying this team at the moment. Who shines brighter than every other star-studded roster of Vitality. 5-5. CT side awaits them. 2 more rounds to play out. Shuhei goes for the spam. The frag grenade should find something. Sure enough, bits of chip damage done to 2. But it is still a similar scene to what we got in that last one. And I would say that with Vitality feeling as comfortable as they did on B, with no challenge coming out of GamerLegion's rotate downstairs, then why wouldn't you play this again? But the difference is Ima. side turn. His teammates coming in from control, but does he even need help? Not so far. Does it all. And Spinks back inside of the lobby will be turned elsewhere. There is nothing left for Vitality in round 14.
Looking like Snake in that vent. I can't believe he pulled that off after getting spotted. Usually, you get the first kill easily, then the refrag comes in. Instead, the pre-aim to the other side of the vent, it's beautiful.
Just so fast. Apex simply can't react fast enough.
At this point, Matt just doesn't even have to engage. He knows that Ima's going to die to this molly if he stays in it, but it's such a done deal. He decides to peek. And its bodies littered all over lower as Vitality came through with the early game plan, crossed outside with no friction, got into secret, downstairs, had almost everything in place, but had no answer for this new star in Ima. The consistency is unbelievable. Rivaling some of our best in terms of playoff runs in history. The 10 years that we've seen.
A player with no history looks to slip his name into the final chapter, the tail end of CSGO. And we will be left talking about him. And after that first map, it felt like he was toast. It felt as though this stage finally broke him. But you look at the scoreboard right here, right now, 23 and 8. 13 kills on Shuhei, nobody else in double digits. A smoke on the hut door to block things off, and he just stays perched for now. The final attempt for Vitality's T-side to try and break through what has been a stellar defense, but a defense from one man.
Smoke comes in on Squeaky. Congregation of the T's in one place. Just the spray, Isaac down.
Quick move.
They anticipate a second player.
No split out though. Ima's still very comfortable in his own. Utility starts to fade here for GamerLegion. Meanwhile, Vitality still with a few on their belt.
The deep molly from Acor is excellent to make it seem like he could have rotated in deeper. And
one could assume that this man advantage launders would be enough to close it, but with a whole pack down through ramp, they will play this shoulder to shoulder into the hands of Ima. On the other end, chaos, pressure from both sides of this bomb site, and then the time is that overarching issue. We've got 15 seconds as the digits get pushed. Shuhei catches space. This one's for 5, and it seems to go down smoothly. Finally, Vitality will crack the nut one last time. This beast, it is their opening. They felt it in the last couple of rounds, and they were finally able to approach it from the other end to put themselves into such a great position. Acor 5 health, 4 opponents, and nowhere to go. But GamerLegion have shown us that they are here to play. The brightest star in the server is Ima. We'll see what they have in the next half. Welcome to the server, Ema. Finally, a star-studded performance out of him. When that first map felt so quiet, he burned brighter than the rest. Serious business now for GamerLegion. You have a T-side ahead of you. You have 5 rounds over your opponent. And a difficult job at hand, no doubt. With the legends that are on this Vitality roster, with this crowd stacking the Acor Arena to the brim. This is Vitality versus GamerLegion. This is the Blast TV Paris Major!
And you are aiming to be the best crowd for this last show. As Vitality try to put together a CT side.
From the corner. Oh, awesome! 2 frags out of him is great. Apex's nade hones one down, and Dupree used that moment to slip up close. That's going to shy Shuhei back towards ramp. They don't have the bomb on them, and Dupree has caught him a pistol round for the first time in this series. Pistol to Vitality.
Pistol to Vitality. CT side nuke, the litmus test for all elite oppers in history. ZywOo stepping up to the plate. One of his best sides on any map over all these years. Contributing to their 8-0 win streak right now, 100% win rate for Vitality. GamerLegion put up an amazing first half on their CT side. But it's entirely possible Vitality could do the same. And it doesn't look like a denial of conversion on the second round. On the 4th pistol is going to be possible for the Legion.
Pistol's not concerned with making noise. Their presence revealed. Their positions expected. And still Vitality gives them that bit of space. Nice run. No, Acor. Broken beamers. Dupree and ZywOo pop back up. Good amount of money for Dupree.
Yeah.
It's ZywOo in with 1 and a clean conversion for Vitality.
Yeah, that's an awful way to go. But instantly into the buy up here, our GamerLegion. It's time to adjust the tie. GamerLegion low. This lead is flimsy. And within seconds, it could disappear. And they also know this will be something of a weakness that they can chew through. Really jeopardize Vitality's chances at a comeback. Let's see if they can do it. 5 AKs here versus 2 MP9s and a FAMAS in support of the 2 rifles. 2 M4s last year from Vitality. How long can he keep dancing?
Right, and I mean, how long before anybody else can step up alongside?
Hey, you could be an excellent player, but when you get naded down that low, it's a little harder.
Bullet's just off the mark. High likelihood for the ramp play to come out. Let's see what Magis can handle. He sticks around. Tries to cut them off. A little bit awkward. Loses his teammate. Sprays down 2. And that A1S betrays him. Gun goes dry. Still, an immense amount of damage, considering his closest rotate fell empty-handed. Apex offered nothing, and Magisk recovered.
And again, perfect at taking back space, but honestly, good move from GamerLegion as well.
Patience, as the eyes of ZywOo gleam. Ready for this play. Outer Ema sliding forward, just found his gap. And I believe they've exchanged glances. ZywOo wants to press out, but he's lost track of him as bomb is planted on that backside. Vitality could be the victim. The same thing they've done to GamerLegion suddenly looms ahead. Dupree and Spinks with lesser weapons than the 3 alive on GamerLegion, not to mention they're not even close enough to sight.
How does he make it happen? Naded down to that low at the beginning of the round. It has to be his first bullet. Getting a timing on even ZywOo, of all players. And with that, the retake's coming in if the Zyborg doesn't get caught right there. And instead, GamerLegion touch 11.
ZywOo knew. He saw that sliver, but he was so concerned about there being another teammate.
And he
Luckily
didn't know.
for GamerLegion, they can leave Ema alone.
Yeah, and Ema, went forward, pushing into credit instead of going back to single, looking for some different level of lurk. And the perfect awareness to come back in for another duel, even with these nades.
That's crazy.
He survives to get this kill. Unbelievable. Sometimes it does feel like San Andreas when ZywOo's in the server. Nade in hand again to assist, to punish the push.
Ooh. ZywOo's got him now. He's making a ton of sound.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The push with the flash.
Back.
Oh, it's a multi.
ZywOo's got that fresh mag, ready for some more. Ready for a third serving. How many courses to this meal as ZywOo pops right back up. Just one after another. To hell with your force buy win. They put ZywOo at the front of it. Not even with his op, but just flashy with the rifle. And I'll also argue GamerLegion somewhat spread out. Timing and tethering that afforded ZywOo a chance to peel off each player one at a time and took every single one of them down without taking a single bit of damage back. ZywOo just pulled off that 3K perfectly.
Oh man, that was flawless. The movements right there, trusting the flash to hunt down Imma. The game plan read of GamerLegion to send him out solo, use him like a Nico, an electronic. Identifying there's no one back there to hold the push, punishing off the read, not playing standard and waiting around for perfect advantages. That's what granted Vitality this round. The cover from above, shot down by ZywOo too. And now Isaac alone in the save. So great rounds, but an even more excellent follow-up here from Vitality as they stay with 5.
Isaac just looking to hang on for dear life. Oh, the ramifications of losing this one. And meanwhile, just look at a single pinpoint moment where something could have gone your way.
And he's lucky to die before time. Again, the flashes have been perfect here for Vitality. Timeout called now as GamerLegion. They'll talk things over on the eco. And we do have ingenuity out of them, out of Shuhei, in rounds where they're half buying. They're going to bring an idea.
There's not a millisecond in that last round where GamerLegion felt as though they had an opening, as though they had a chance, as though they had an answer to ZywOo. First timeout of 4, GamerLegion getting through that first half so easily. They've kept the pauses stockpiled for this one. The biggest moment of each of their lives.
They spend this tack talking about rounds 21. Investment here, extremely limited. A bot at the end of spawn. We've got Kiosk and a Tech 9, 1 flash in store. They're waiting. There's going to be no serious game plan coming into this. We've seen what they can do on these Tech 9s. The room is quiet as they wait in anticipation, just in case.
Met by smoke. A little dance inside of the hut. But again, no util. GamerLegion hoping a mistake is made, but I would argue Vitality have done a great job this series of minimizing exactly those moments.
Opportunity and tragedy can sometimes shake hands. Vitality need to be very careful, even with these better guns.
That's all they've got. A chance to press out ramp. It's an easy cleanup here for Magic. ZywOo here, support with him, and Vitality will shudder in the face of pistols. It's going to take much more than that.
And when do we talk about stories that might become finalized in this match? Vitality with the journeyman of Dupree, with ZywOo looking for his first chip. And to do it in Paris with the dip, baby. He can taste it now. 7 rounds is what they need. Nuke is what they wanted. Overpass is what they have, and that's in the past. And now this lead has all but vanished. GamerLegion, they took that tack a round to go to talk about this. What's going to be the play?
A-Core first and foremost. Pimp brought it up pre-game. A-Core's impact is not felt on Nuke. He needs to change that here and now, or this map and this match will forever haunt him. No skin shown so far. You can hear the rumblings of this presence of Vitality. Ooh, he beats it.
Clean shot.
And he catches the shoulder of Apex. All he needs for an opening 5v4, but a response immediately out of Vitality as they start to move their pieces.
Such precision on that sliver angle, not even a wall bang on that kill. You know, that's what A-Core can show off sometimes.
And now Shuhei gets his chance at showing us his weight. What does he call in a 5 versus 4? The advantages in this map have been far and few between so far on this T side, and he's got one in his hands, a golden opportunity for Shuhei to deliver the right strategy alongside A-Core's op. They will burn ever so slightly, and they will trudge down into the lower site, where at least Spinks awaits them. But already able to get to the bomb site.
Oh.
Isaac instantaneous. And a spray out of Zaiwu that won't find its mark. GamerLegion with a 5v4 make the most of this rare moment. And they'll pull back their lead.
A-Core says, welcome to my arena. An opening one off of the run boost into a slight push, but cheated across Big Garage into a great kill on Apex, a hard shot. It makes him look so simple, but the fact that it wasn't even a wall bang, again, that precision. And then the trade coverage as they got into ramp. We saw Magis do damage, even when he's missed the timing on the cross with his multi-frag spray downs. That A-Core's got 20/20 vision. And so GamerLegion's lead grows once again.
Just to sustain this, just to keep Vitality at arm's length.
But Vitality, they still have so much left over.
Give Emo more runway. Give A-Core his chances. And he had 2 of them this round, didn't miss his moments. A clean one out of Isaac to also just keep that momentum rolling into the B bomb site. You can see Shuhei with a nod, yes. 1 added to the tally. A crack in Vitality's defense. We can sit here and praise Vitality all day long as they've managed to get to the grand finals, but every single map historically on this run gets into the double digits. This will be no different. This will be no different.
It's the kind of round that turns into late smokes outside, but at the moment, as we can see, Kiaz is the only one holding one. There might be a forced commitment in this position. One more smoke comes down in front of Squeaky. They'll have to wait. And they haven't optimized completely for the upstairs hit as GamerLegion chill. Not seeing anything outside. Another smoke again. There's gonna be a ton of pressure on Spinks right now.
Yes, it will. Let's see what he can do, see whether he handles it. He changes position in those waning few moments right before the hit. The calm before the storm comes to an end. A very exposed position for Dupree. Into the plane. Spinks locks it in. 2 frags off the AK. Speed goes for another, and Isaac's gonna end him. But there are still layers here. He will not manage to catch it up top. And the only thing left for GamerLegion with a mere 10 seconds on this clock is a chance to walk away.
Ooh, they gave him so much space. They got confused. The upstairs hit comes in, but Spinks' reactions were perfect. He got rid of the incendiary, and that's honestly, your whole job is dodging the flashes and getting your utility out at the right times. You give yourself good angles, but there are so many ways for the T's to catch you off guard, and Spinks does a fantastic job alongside Dupree with the distraction, drawing the first bit of attention to lock it down from Tetris. And Apex also was a rotator that came up into heaven. He was playing outside, but he didn't see any cross smokes. This was a round again that GamerLegion had low utility on. Even though they were stacked up, it was without smokes. And with that full vision outside and the time ticking down, there was no longer the possibility it could end Secret. So ZywOo said, it's probably going to be upper guys, but I got to stay here. I have the op on ramp. And they put 3 rifles in great positions to cover each other.
And you know, that feels to me exactly the same formula we got on Overpass when there were moments where ZywOo was just left inside the A site. When you have somebody as good as he is, who has such a constant read of what feels like every round, well then take all your other players, stack them together, and surely between the 3, you will have enough of a hold. So it is non-consecutive round wins for GamerLegion. It is a measly 2-round advantage. And once more, they're authority on the line. They're going to crush that dial. Jake's under pressure. He takes a shot to the head, but between him and Dupree, they lock off 3. ZywOo in with 1. That squeaky push is slaughtered. And GamerLegion falter.
And that's everybody coming to the potluck with something. 4 kills between 3 players. 1 lonely man in A-Core.
What a gut-wrenching round. A-Core trying to take his team into that A site, hoping for some kind of an opening. You get nothing.
That's where it gets scary, man. Spinks, again, commendable with the consistency here in playoffs. While he is not the frag leader, the rating leader compared to ZywOo, he is up there. The newest addition to the team brought them Pro League. That victory helped them win Rio. That victory broke the curse for Vitality, took them to a new level, proved to be worth every penny.
A game of millimeters and milliseconds. Oh! And at the end of the day, it's all about the left click, baby. A-Core looking to hang on for dear life. Jokes aside, very critical save for him to keep this off.
Yeah,
Hell, for him to keep this round alive.
Nah.
Come on now.
Bomb is too far away, but yeah, the op coming forward is something.
All right.
Hey, he was the difference when they had that op on the run boost to get to the position they're in now. It was his 2K and the entry and the cross outside that made that possible. Even if it's seldom that he takes control of the round, it can happen. You don't want to consistently bet against it. Of course, somebody on Mad Lion said, I don't feel the nerves. After the Apex 1v2, though, I'm not really sure exactly.
Yeah.
Seems like everyone's feeling something. And that's understandable, and that's okay. On the line.
They're going to try it again. No. Just fast nades out of Isaac, that's all. What else does Shuhei have to offer us? Dupree with a nice angle. Coming at us, blinded. Fire down beneath. Oh, moment. 2, 3, 4. GamerLegion breakthrough, but ZywOo's up in heaven. He's ready for the fight. He drops again. Surely not. But he's pulled this off. Point blank kills Shuhei. He's got a second to his left, whether he knows it or not. If he hurts it, he'll fall. Kios will not let this one get away from him.
No. That 1v4 was enough.
Ooh.
The 1v5 would be unbelievable. The kills, even though that was flashy and a failed win, the kills do something here in the 1v5 position, but what an attack out of GamerLegion. The torrential outpour of T's coming out at the same time of Squeaky and Hut. I did not feel like they had this ability to pull off an upper hit of this caliber. That's a great sign.
Dupree just crumbled under the pressure in that one. We see it from his perspective over his shoulder. Blind the whole time, frustration apparent, understandably. But you've got to recover emotionally. Magisk currently with 1 close, a second to the back.
Oh my God.
And Ema just gets the headshot, not even.
It was a dink through the wall.
Oh, followed by the body.
Oh, but here he is.
Ready again. You saw a flash of it in the last round, but now Acor's posted. Apex slides out, figures out where the other upper is. And with bomb down, ZywOo hunts.
With a few kilobytes, he can synthesize the data. The sideboard.
The peak that gets smoked off. Acor just tried to take it to them. You'd assume that's now too known to the GamerLegion. An AWP and an M4 over towards this side. But the question mark is Isaac. At least they stopped the bomb. They know that drop down towards B. There are options here for both IGLs. And Isaac's getting ever closer. He's nearly slipped through.
They found what they were looking for, the final clue.
That just pushes GamerLegion forward. That means now you need to take this bomb. You've got to try and grab this moment. You've got one out from control, a fight into the ramp room. Sping's getting ever closer. T-side turn, instant execution. Yards back and down. It is Vitality with a 1-round difference.
Oh. You can see the concern on Zonic's eyes. You can see it. It's a tense moment. But they do a great job right there. Finding Isaac, buying time, letting ZywOo work. Just like GamerLegion have done from Imma. But he certainly slowed down on this T side. More control here for Vitality on their comfort side. And some energy out of ZywOo. A CT timeout called now. Their third. Money in jeopardy here for GamerLegion. A tie on the line with this round. And one step closer to closing out what could be the final map of the final major. But GamerLegion have opened the playbook a little bit. We have some outside rounds that work. We have some individual moments from the Opper and Rifler on the team. Of course, Acor and Imma, and now they have an upstairs hit that they can fall back on. This game is not lost for GamerLegion, even if it's close.
What a sad reality this one is, though, to do it with no Kevlar. Imma the only one protected, but we have seen Speed crossing over Apex, ready for the hit. ZywOo shaves Acor off the back. That's bomb down, folks. Bomb sits outside secret. So with this pack of players rushing the bomb site, they're just looking for guns, anything to work with, but nothing will be found, and everything will be taken, including their lead. Vitality to tie at 13. Of course you expect it. It was just pistols. You alluded to the playbook, to the strategies and the tactics that have put GamerLegion ahead of the rest of the pack. These tier 2 teams have nothing on them.
We have Shuhei, who was born of the VP era, 2014, winning in Kato, into referencing Kerrigan as his idol IGL.
Into Kerrigan referencing Shuhei as the next best IGL.
Trying to build up into being a protege. Oh, stamp his place here and get a final word in. But if you want to get into Kerrigan territory, it's moments like these that define you. Money is back in play for GamerLegion, and they take a third timeout. If we're getting echoes of Kerrigan from Shuhei, this will be the round that we see it. He's already proved so much. This would just be a final confirmation.
And while other IGLs have faltered, Cadian couldn't do it. Who is Shuhei to take this away? The closing moments of CSGO here in the Acor Arena. Map 3 on the line for GamerLegion. Glory awaits Vitality. But the buy is back. It's not GamerLegion to get too quick. It's in fact Magic who's going to try to take the tip of the spear. Oh. And he finds Imma, sure enough, at the base of Silo. So finally they get this chance to play with weapons, with utility, with something of a hope, of a dream, to get that 14th. And it is an instant crush to a 5v4. Kiosk has been cheered for throughout this event, and yet his impact yet to be felt throughout this series. He is looking to take it back into the ramp. However, ZywOo greets him, and with one shot of the op, ramp room shuttered close. A quick move out of the CT to reposition to support elsewhere. Shuhei cannot reposition these troops fast enough ahead of the line of vitality. Drawn in the sand, drawn in the blood of the GamerLegion. Vitality 2 away.
The playbook just runs too deep. The setup for Magis to get to the opening box outside. The second flash to assist the jump up peak. I am blind. Neutralized again at the beginning of the rounds. And now, once again, GamerLegion on Tech 9s. Fighting against championship points.
Fighting against the A-Core Arena. We've seen Dupree falter in this moment, pressured from this position. He's not open yet again, and he gets an instantaneous opening. Apex from the rafters, drops another. And just like that, the dreams of GamerLegion evaporate.
And Apex, the guy you never expected to be an IGL, is now amongst the best. An entry fragger by trade, has reinvented himself to carry a team to top 1. To make sure all of ZywOo's efforts are not in vain, to all the money spent to pick up Magisk and Dupree and Spinks was not spent in vain. And he sets up upstairs in the heads of GamerLegion at the beginning of the round, knowing where they're gonna fall back. That's experience.
8 years since his last CSGO major final. Dupree already the only to attend every single major, and 1 round away to be the most decorated major champion in the history book of CSGO. But it is not done yet. Never have they felt the pressure of a moment like this. In with guns come GamerLegion. In with a dream come the Legion. Smokes up yet again. A nade to find its mark. And Apex on the other side. He falls away, takes the spam, and he leans on who other than the legend of Lost. Who other than Lilu. But they turn back because they're so afraid. And then they walk into Apex, the only 2 Frenchmen to take it in a major on French soil. Isaac with everything on him. Brutality show. It's a full house from the French. No holds back. No surrender.
Never give up, folks. An unbelievable moment here.